Hello friends, in today's video I will tell you about Apex 200 energy meter configuration and testing. This is the complete training for this energy meter configuration and testing. In configuration, I will tell you about the configuration of the CTVT ratio, maximum demand, display sequences, digital input outputs and alarms and events, how to configure from the software. And testing includes the wiring of the equipment like Freja and Zira MT330 with the energy meter, current, voltage, power and energy measurements, creep test, minimum operating current test, pulse count test, contacts, operation or functional checks. So in this video I will tell you about step by step. First all the configurations which I told you in the step 1, and then after the configuration I will tell you about the testing. So starting with the energy meter nameplate data. In energy meter Apex 200, this name is shown, and these are the alarms indication 1 and 2, and this L1 L2, these are the configurable LEDs for the active and reactive power. This is shown in the meter nameplate. Also the accuracy class and pulse meter constant, which is important in the configuration, later I will tell you, and it has the 4 configurable outputs. This is the complete energy meter data, and we have this serial number. So before starting you should know all about the nameplate. When testing we will during configuration this will be important, so you should remember this meter constant configurable outputs. So starting with the energy meter connection with software, we have these 2 options to connect with the fiber optic or with the Ethernet cable. We have this software M cubed 100, so with the Ethernet we use this connector. The software name is M cubed 100. So when we open the M cubed 100, how to connect with energy meter. So this is the active software. After opening we have to select our meter, which is Apex 200. After selection of the meter we will select the connection method, as we are using the Ethernet, so we have to select TCP IP. So we have IP address of the meter which is mentioned in the meter, and also on, you can see in the meter. So after putting the IP address, our meter will connect, and we have the display of the software and the functions of the meter which we have to configure. So starting with the configuration of measuring parameters CTVT, we can change the CTVT ratio from this option. So configuration of the LEDs, we have 2 LEDs L1 and L2, as I told you. We can set it up to the actual active and reactive power. This is the meter constant. Always set the meter constant as per the secondary, because the mentioned meter constant is as depends upon the secondary. If you configure as per the primary, so the pulse error when you measure it will be too much. Maximum demand configuration, we have this maximum demand interval which is 15. So after 15 minutes the maximum demand will be noted. Below we have this checks for which we want to record the maximum demand: active power, import, export, reactive power, import, export, whatever functions we need we can select from here. So this is the maximum demand. So in testing I will also tell you how to test the maximum demand. This is the configuration for the maximum demand. Now the display sequences. All the energy meters have automatic display sequences, but we can manually set the display sequences. So this is the option. In demand I want to, for example, show the active import, reactive import, currents, voltage. I can select from here. For example, anything I want to add or remove, we can simply just click maximum demand, and we have this 242 options. Any option we want we can just click, and where we want to display, just click on the demand. For example, if you want to display the demand and right arrow, then it will be added. If you want to remove, click left arrow, it will be removed. Now digital input and outputs configuration. I will tell you about the digital input and outputs. We have 4 configurable input outputs which we can configure, which is fixed outputs. So configurable input outputs we will select, and we will configure one output similar for all 4. So we need only one output. I will show you how to configure. So I give the function name alarm outputs and I will put update. Before setting, before start, you can delete all this, disable IO configuration, and then again add one by one. For example, I used configurable output 1 for the alarm output. When I will click update, it will appear here, and alarms LED. If I want to also configure alarm LEDs, I will click here and click update. But when I want to apply, it will give me error because I need to first configure these settings of this alarm function or alarm outputs. So events and alarms configuration, I will go to events alarm configuration. I will delete all these to set again one by one. So I need digital output when auxiliary supply fail. So I will tick the LED. I also want to blink the LED, and I also want configurable output 1. And once I will add, it will show me here when AC supply fail. So it will give me configurable output number 1, and it will give me alarm LED 2. So alarm LED 1 I not configured, so it is no. So in this manner I can select different options for configurable output 1. Like if the battery of the meter is faulty, so it will give us configurable output 1 same output on this event. And we can add like this many, for example, internal fault happen in the meter, it will give us the same output. So we can send this to our SCADA or SAS system. So if I want just LED 1 only, not the configurable output, we will tick the LED, and we will not choose the configurable output. So it will just give an LED, not configurable output. So after setting all these outputs, we have also, there is one setting for the occurrence time. We can change from here. If for example any change battery of the meter faulty, when it will give alarm after 10 minutes, after 10 seconds, after 1 hour, we can set. And after this set time, it will give us. After setting all the parameters and setting all the alarms and events, we will set the time of the occurrence and apply the setting. After configuration of the alarms and events, what we will do, then we will digital output we set, we will apply, and it will be applied and will not give any error. First save this by click apply. After this will apply, go to again digital IOs and press apply. So this configurable output will be configured. So you can now check this. After the testing of the function check, we will test later. Now the I told you in configuration CTVT ratio, how to set CTVT ratio, how to adjust the maximum demand setting configuration, display sequences, digital input outputs, and alarms and events configuration. So let's start with the testing of the energy meter. Testing, I will tell you, we will start from wiring connections of the Freja and Zira for testing. So for Zira, we have these 3 clamp meters. We will add in the output currents wire with the clamp. So the arrow direction should be out of the Freja, because the current we are applying from the Freja. So arrow direction should not towards the Freja. So connect the clamp for the CT, and for the voltage measurements, we have these 3 wires for the red, yellow, blue, and neutral to the Zira kit. We will connect it in parallel to the Freja, which we are giving to the energy meter. From Freja we give voltage and current to the energy meter. This is the lens which is also connected with the Zira kit to measure the pulse count error, which is very important. So this is the lens we connected with the LED to count the pulse error in the Zira kit. I will later tell you how to count the pulse error and all the measurements. So Zira kit tell us about all the voltage, current, active power, reactive power, all the actual values, because when we apply from the Freja it may be any little differ. So we will check with the Zira the actual value which we are applying to the energy meter from the Freja and compare it with the energy meter. If any error occur, we will note down. I will show you the test format. So this is our test format. First of all, we will check the current, voltage, power and energy measurements at different angles. Yani for example, we have we will test the current measurements at 4 different values: 50%, 100%, 120%, to check the accuracy. So Zira reading and the meter reading, we will calculate the error. The limit is plus minus 0.5%. For the energy, frequency and all, we will measure like this, which is very simple. So I will start with the maximum demand test. Maximum demand is integration period is 15 minutes. So we will apply the rated voltage and rated current at different 4 angles, 0, 180, 90 and 270, to measure the maximum demand of the import and export of the active and reactive powers. So we have this maximum demand test, and then after the maximum demand test we have the meter error also in percentage here. So we will check at 4 angles. Then active power measurement test, which is active power measurement, the percentage error is 0.2, which is very much important. So active power we will calculate and we will give injection for the 10 minutes. So we will note down the readings, calculated values, Zira values. From the Zira we have this option to measure the megawatt, megavar or MVA. So we will note down from the Zira and also from the energy meter, and so we have the percentage error. For the active power it should be less than 0.2. For reactive power it is 0.5 plus minus. So it is very important test to check the energy meter. After that we have to check also at 0, 180, 270 and 0 degree and 270 and 90 degree to check the import and export measurements of the active power and reactive power. So active energy and reactive energy then we will calculate. It is also very important. So it is very simple. Let me explain you about the energy. After the energy measurements, in energy active also 0. Plus minus 2% and reactive plus minus 0.5%. These are the limits of the deviation. So creep test, which is very important. Creep test is basically when we apply no current, yani we will just apply the rated voltage. Our meter should not calculate any power. Yani for example, when we go outside and we turn off all the things, so our meter should be off. Yani if we just simply apply voltage, the voltage is 120% as per the checklist. So we will apply 120%. It will be pulse check should be, yani no pulse should occur. After that we have minimum operating current test. Yani for example, we will apply the minimum possible current to check the minimum operating current. So after that we have pulse count test. In pulse count test, it is very important test. We will check this with the Zira kit. We will apply the rated voltage and rated current at 0, 180, 90 and 270 degrees with the pulse. So pulse count test we will check from the Zira kit. We have This is the percentage error. Percentage error, we will apply pulse for 1 minute, 10 pulse for 1 minute at rated voltage and rated current. So this is in zero current we have error measurements. So error measurement is very important test for the energy meter. We will apply the we will put here the meter constant, which I already showed you at the nameplate, which is mentioned here, 25,600 impulse per kilowatt hour for the secondary, 10 pulse, and for the 1 minute. So when we press start to this zero kit, it will start measurement of the error. So this is the pulse counter lens. We will adjust it properly to so that our zero kit can count the pulse error. So if the pulse count meter constant is as per the secondary, if it is as per the primary, the pulse error will be too much high. So in configuration, first configure and then we will check the pulse count error. So zero kit we have other options, like we can see the actual values, voltage, current, and powers. So configurable outputs function check. At the last we have these 4 configurable outputs which we configure. We will apply any condition and check the output continuity. Thanks for watching Electrical in Industry. In our next video I will tell you about the Landis gear energy meter configuration and testing, the complete training. If you enjoyed the video, like, share and subscribe. Electrical in Industry. Thanks for watching.